So I know this trade talk is oversaturated, but I felt I needed to briefly talk about something I've been seeing in one of my community posts and comment section. Now, if you haven't seen my grades for this trade, take a look at it up here or wait until the end to click on it. But there, I just give my feelings on this monumental NBA trade. But there's something that doesn't sit right with me. I've seen people saying that the Lakers got worse and some saying the Mavs got worse. And all I can say is, what are you talking about? I mean, I know Luka and LeBron are a weird pairing because essentially they do the same things, and it seems like a redundant piece. In some ways, that is true. But tell me one team in the NBA that wouldn't want the services of both Luka and LeBron in some capacity. The Lakers didn't get worse. Now, I understand most line of thinking. This trade didn't fix or respond to any of their immediate needs. And sometimes you can fix a need by simply finding a workaround. Defense has been the staple of the Lakers' issues the last few seasons, and it's no different this year. Though some claim that AD isn't a good defender, which they're wrong, even he couldn't anchor the defense with the authority needed for impact. Then we saw Saturday night's game against the Knicks, where a concerted effort by everyone helped keep Karl Anthony Towns in check and bother Jalen Brunson. That kind of effort is what is needed every night. And if they give that and get Jared Vanderbilt fully healthy and able to go, defense won't be their issue any longer. Defense, in my opinion, is always an effort stat. So the more effort and energy brought to that side of the ball will in most cases amount to success. And it seems, even with myself, some of us forgot who Luka is because he's been fairly quiet this season, but let's journey not even a year ago. Luka with his cast in Dallas, not trying to downplay them, but he absolutely cooked the best defensive team in the NBA, the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals, not to mention the fourth best defensive team in the OKC Thunder in the Western semis, then ran out of gas against the third best defensive team. But looking at that, Luka faced a murderer's row of defensive teams last postseason and took down two of them with ease. That's why the Lakers didn't get worse. LeBron James, even at 40, isn't Kyrie Irving. As good as Kyrie is, when LeBron is clicking, he can kill you from inside or step away for a three. And he's become fairly consistent at both. Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura both can thrive in an offense with Luka, although all signs would point to Reeves coming off the bench to give them a punch when either Luka or LeBron sit. Their biggest issue will be rim protection, which is a huge concern being out west, where most of the playoff contending teams have serviceable bigs. So either they have to make another trade, which means they'll lose a little depth, or maybe look on the buyout market and see if maybe a veteran big is out there that can give them some solid minutes. I have no idea why teams overlook Dwight Howard, but that's just me. But no, the Lakers are not worse than they were before the trade, and having a generational talent, especially scorer, with another guy that can score consistently in LeBron and other pieces that can score for the most part, combine all that with high effort defense from guys like Gabe Vincent, Vando, Rui when needed, and maybe Jackson Hayes is enough to be scary at any point in the playoffs. They'll still have massive issues with their kryptonite, which is the Denver Nuggets and teams like the OKC Thunder or even Dallas. But by no means does that make them worse. It just makes them on par with the best out west. And for those saying Dallas got worse, Anthony Davis is almost the perfect player to offset Luka in a situation like this. No, he doesn't provide what Luka provided for Dallas. I'm not saying that. But he transitions them into a team that can essentially be last year's Minnesota Timberwolves, but potentially better and more poised. The fact that most of that team had a taste of the NBA Finals, the nerves won't be a problem second go-around. See the Boston Celtics of last season. While offensively, they take a hit, it's not a drastic hit. AD can put up numbers like Luka on offense and more efficiently. AD also gets to move to his natural position of the four with two athletic bigs to work with. This is the blueprint Minnesota found for success against Joker last year. Throwing bodies at him can't stop him, but can tire him out, which was the case with Gobert, Cat, and Naz Reid all taking turns putting a body on Jokic. So there's the Nuggets puzzle almost solved. Then you have the fact that AD is a solid passer. Not great, but solid. So the fact that he and Kyrie will probably have a lot of attention on them, it gives new life possibly to Klay Thompson, Definitely PJ Washington, who will be a little more free. With Gafford or Lively in the dunker spot and AD able to lob passes from possible double teams or from strong side, they become a different team. So this crazy notion that either or both teams got worse is just flat out wrong. Again, very weird for two playoff teams to swap all NBA and all-star level players mid-season as both are vying to secure a solid spot in the Western playoffs. But in this case, neither team lost, in my opinion, for the here and or now. Now, as far as the future, that's a different story, and it's obvious the Lakers are set for the future while Dallas will have to rethink some things in a few years to stay relevant. Either way, this is a trade that could truly change the landscape of the current NBA and likely will. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel to help us grow to get to that 3,000 sub goal. Thank you and be back soon with more content.